everybody, welcome back to the brand new release preview video. We've got the mega boxes today of 2025 Topps Chrome. These came out yesterday along with Signature Series, and instead of giving you two new release videos in one day, I decided to split them up. So today, we're going to look at the new 2025 Chrome Megas and determine if it's worth it. And newsflash, I think it is. Yeah, this is a great deal, I think. Let's just break it down from a raw card perspective. You're only going to pay, I think we figured this out, it's $70 a piece per mega box, and then you get 42 cards, which if I remember from our discussion about this last night in our live stream, it's about $1.67 a card or so, which is roughly 3 times less than what you're going to pay per card if you're buying like a hobby box for, say, $289 at Lids or wherever. So definitely the way to go on a budgetary basis, these mega boxes. Now, the mega boxes also are going to give you some exclusive parallels. There's 10 exclusive X Fractors. You can only get the X Fractors in these mega boxes. You also have your ray waves in there and your regular refractors and some prism refractors. A whole lot of parallels in these boxes. And they're pretty fun rip. I had fun with these last night. In our very first pack that I opened up of this last night on Whatnot, the very first pack, we had a Cam Smith green auto out of 99. Crazy pull to start the night. We had autos coming out of these throughout. I was putting them in I think I was doing rounds of 9 mega boxes at a time. And the average was about maybe 3 autos. We did have some rounds that gave it just 1. But I'm hoping that we can maybe find a couple autos here. So we're going to be opening these up. Corbin Bauer is going to have our first one. Definitely a great option if you don't want to pay the $550 or $300, whatever the hobby boxes and the jumbo boxes are going for. I know at Lids, the hobbies are $289 at my local hobby shop. The jumbos are almost $600. After tax, they are $600. Inside each of these, you're going to get 6 packs. Check that, 7 packs of 6 cards each, which I kind of like. I kind of like the Chrome packs with 6 cards in them. But let's see what we got here. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope everybody is having a very pleasant evening. And let's see if we can hit some good stuff in this video. We'll be back live definitely on Sunday, maybe Friday. Undecided if I'm going to go live tomorrow or not. But we're going to the Pirates game tonight to see Paul Skeens. Going to the Pirates game on Saturday to see the Buccos and the Reds. Should be a good weekend as we're getting the summer winded down here. Going to a few more baseball games. There's PCA in a little bit of a slump. He's fallen back in the MVP standings, or the odds. He's now behind Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber's now number 2. And speaking of Schwarbombs, there he is. Everybody's favorite DH, Schwarby, who just hit his 40th home run of the season the other night. Christian Campbell right there for Corbin. Let's see what else we got. There we go! Aaron Judge Shadow Etch to start things off. How about that? That's a good hit right there. I don't have my laptop handy to look up comps on this, but I would bet you it's going to be worth over $100 easy. Maybe a good bit more. So these are pretty rare. And Corbin with the big first hit. That's a great card right there. We've pulled Bobby Witt Jr. like this, and I think that was in a preview video as well. Fantastic card. Even though you're likely not going to get an autograph out of this, Corbin, that is a really, really nice hit. Great stuff. We also were hitting a good bit of Ohtani and Judge last night. We ripped a ton of these megas on Whatnot. And, man, we hit an Ohtani orange to 25, an Ohtani green to 99, multiple Judges and Ohtanis. So with more cards for your, more bang for your buck, more cards for your dollar, you're going to have a better chance of finding those Ohtanis and Judges, which I say look for them because they are the 2 leading candidates for the most valuable player this year based off of the recent odds. Dennis is up right now, and, those will be worth money in the buyback program. As Kyle Rally's kind of slumped a little bit. Pete Cromstrong has slumped a bit. He's now fallen to like 3rd or 4th behind Schwarber. Ohtani pitched yesterday. He's got that going for him. 4 innings, 8 strikeouts, 1 run. Hit a home run, his 1,000th hit. Ohtani's still the favorite in the National League. Aaron Judge back from his injury. Even with that bad elbow, got a hit yesterday. There's Aaron Judge right there. Might be a Judge theme in this video. We'll see if we can get some more of his hits. Let's see. We got Jackson Chorio on the Future Star card right there for Dennis. There's a numbered card. Adam Kloffenstein, numbered to 250, and a James Wood Ray Wave. Isn't that nice? Ray Wave of James Wood. Man, that card looks great. Everything chrome looks fantastic. There's Bryce Harper right there on the 1990 style card. Nick Gonzalez and Royce Lewis to wrap up Dennis's box. So, Dennis, thank you very much. Moving on to the next one. Steve Martin's got 2 of these bad boys. Good luck, Steve. Now, if you want to pick these up, you can find them in some retail locations such as Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble. I don't know if Lids will have them, maybe even Lids. Places like that. And I'll also tell you, surprisingly enough, I checked this morning. These are not yet sold out on Topps website. So you can just buy them directly from Topps for 70 plus tax. Probably end up costing like 75 or so. But yeah, there's still a few left on Topps website. It's the only configuration left available on Topps website still. And I don't expect them to last too much longer. All right, Steve, here is your very first box. Let's see what we can do. There's Bryce Harper on the all etch. Mason Miller. Hoping for another hit. Hoping for our first autograph. I'd be happy with 3 autos. I'd be ecstatic with 3 autos out of 10 boxes. I mean, if you think about it, that is about the odds. You know, that's about the output of a jumbo box, which you should get that. I mean, if you're spending money on 10 megas, you're going to spend about $700, which is actually going to be a little bit more than you would spend on a jumbo box. You're going to have way more cards, but it'd be nice to, you know, get the same amount of autos when it's all said and done. Here's this next one for Steve, box number 2. Nothing going on in his first box. Pull these packs out. Got to check the box, make sure there's nothing left behind. Box number 2 for Steve. Good luck on this Thursday. I also have a Throwback Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight, though. I might save it for maybe just some random day. The 1993 Donruss Elite Search. So kind of our schedule got a little bit messed up because all my cases came in really late in the day yesterday. I was going to do this video yesterday along with Signature Series. You know, if everything comes in as normal at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., we would have been fine. All right, Steve, let's get you something here to put on the board. Get sleeved up. Bunch of X Fractors. Again, 10 X Fractors per box. So if you like the X Fractor set, if you like to look at those, you're going to have those all throughout. Here we go. There's Brendan Donovan. It's going to be a purple Ray Wave numbered to 250. Not too bad. At least it's a numbered card. Another Ellie De La Cruz Power Players card. And that wraps up box number 4. Right now, Aaron Judge, the only big notable card. No autos yet. 4 boxes down. There's still 6 boxes left to go in this preview video. And Gary is coming up next. Gary Hoffman, good luck to you. Gary's been waiting for a while patiently. Thanks for your patience, everybody, in this video. I sold these spots when Chrome came out back on July 23rd. And these mega boxes were delayed heavily. They did not put them out until just yesterday for whatever reason. Some stores mistakenly put the megas out about a week or 2 early. We started to see some of these pop up. Some GameStop putting them out there early and selling them off. All right, Gary, here we go with your first of 2 boxes. Let's see what we can find. Corey Seager right there on the Power Players card. Luis Angel Acuna X Fractor. Corbin Carroll on the Ray Wave. There's our first Ohtani, Shohei. We'll get that one sleeved up. And a Fanatical case hit. There you go. A nice one right there. It's Jose Ramirez. We pulled one of these last night as well. It was the Ohtani that we pulled last night, the Fanatical. About 1 per maybe 20 mega boxes. They're pretty rare, but they're pretty nice. Fanatical of the future Hall of Famer, Jose Ramirez right there. We'll take it. So no auto yet, but 2 case hits. And the Shadow Etch and the Fanatical. Not too bad there for Gary. Let's check out Gary's Second box coming right now. Roki on the front. Still wish they would have just gone with Paul Skeens. I don't know why we feel like we absolutely have to choose a rookie and put him on the front. You know, sometimes that doesn't work out. Let's look at like a 2022 Chrome. They have Wander Franco on the front of that box for whatever reason. So here we go. Ellie was a good choice last year. That was a great choice. Putting Ellie De La Cruz on the Chrome box last year. 2023 was, what, Adley Rutschman? Not a bad choice. Wonder who the Chrome cover will be in 2026. Maybe Roman Anthony, we'll see. He just signed a big extension, 8-year extension. Let's see what we've got. Future star card of Sadon Rafaela. For just a second, I was hoping that was a black parallel because of the black border at the bottom of the card peeking out. Ronald Acuna Jr. on the 1990. Dylan Cruz, I suppose. Still, we should sleeve him. There's a beautiful X-Fractor of Paul Skeens. We're watching him pitch tonight. Tune into the game. We're going down to see Paul, and hopefully he can throw a shutout. Every time he's pitching, I'm like, you know what? He could potentially throw a no-hitter today. Paul Skeens has crazy stuff, so he's going to throw a no-hitter at some point in his life. I'd love to be there in person to watch it. So, Gary, thank you very much. 4 boxes left in the 10. Let's see what we can find for Jeff Shvchock. Good luck, Jeff, with your next box right here. Let me get it all opened up. And we'll see what we can do with this next one here on this Thursday. I'm glad I can actually talk again. It was a little rough earlier than this morning. I went and got my, I had my first ever cavity in my entire life. I'm 44 years old. First time I ever had any dental work done. So that was kind of crazy. Got all Novocained up. Super numb mouth. But back to normal now. It wasn't fun though. Definitely not fun. Definitely floss your teeth every night. Brush multiple times a day. I always did brush every single day, multiple times. But, you know, stuff happens. There's an X-Fractor and a Ray Wave of Jackson Chourio back to back. That's not too bad. We've got Francisco Lindor. We pulled his a rare Ultraviolet All-Star autograph out of 10 last night from a mega box, and there's a good one. Rhett Lauder on the all-etch rookie rush. Those are pretty rare. Get that one sleeved up, and there's a James Wood for you on the Fortune 15 insert. Still no autos. These are all from a brand new fresh case, too. I just cracked a brand new fresh case, and it's a good thing I did because the case hits were still alive. I was like, you know what? I'll just get a new fresh one here for this one. But no autos yet, which is a little surprising because I think we did 3 or 4 rounds last night of 9 boxes at a time. And every round had at least 1 auto with a max of 3. Jacoby's up next. Good luck, Jacoby. Let's see what we can find for you with our next one here. 2 megas left after this one in this preview video on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. What a great night for baseball it's going to be. And it's also Dollar Dog Night, so I'll probably eat like 8 hot dogs. All right, here we go, Jacoby. Got the Yamamoto second-year card in there. No gold cup for Yamamoto. Paul Skeens got that distinction. Ronald Acuna Jr. on the Ray Wave. Jace Young on the X-Fractor. We've got Sujashi, Kobe Mayo. Ray Wave of J-Rod right there. Matt Strahm. Mason Wynn. And Billy Cook along with Nick York to wrap up Jacoby's box. So nothing crazy in that one, and now we're down to 2. Just 2 boxes remain. Brian Keller is up right now. Good luck, Brian. Good luck to you and yours. Let's see what we can find. Let me know in the comments if you had any luck with your megas and maybe what your pulls were. Like I said, we had some really nice ones last night. We had some good hits in this one. I mean, we got that Aaron Judge. It's pretty sick in the Fanatical, so it shows you there's hits out there. It's not like we're getting completely skunked in this video. Some people will be like, man, you didn't get any autos. That kind of stinks. But honestly, those case hits of the Shadow Etch and the Fanatical are worth more than most of the autos that you can pull from this. Unless it's going to be like a low-numbered parallel auto. The rookie class is very, very large on the auto checklist with 166 subjects. And a lot of the rookies might only be worth a buck or two on their autos. In fact, a lot of times I like to flip the card over and look at the back of the card and I'm like, who the heck is this? And I'll see if they have like 5 innings pitched or 1 game in the big leagues and they still got a chrome rookie auto. Here's a Drew Thorpe, number 2, 199, to go along with the Jacob Wilson. For Brian, we got Tyler Soderstrom right there. And we're going to wrap this one up with Ezekiel Tovar down to the last box for Shannon. So Shannon, AK Space Coats, let's see what we can pull for you. Last shot to find an auto. And the rest of the case, now for me, I would consider hot. And if we don't pull anything here, I'm going to consider the rest of the case to be just filled with potential for autographs. So let's see what we can find in this 10th and final box. Get these ripped open and see what we can do with these megas. So there's blasters, megas on the retail front, hobby and jumbo, and Breaker's Delight on the hobby front. What's your favorite? Going into this, I really was liking the blasters. I think the jumbos are usually my favorite. I like the fact that you get 3 autos. Before I go into this, I want to just go ahead and give you the quick whatnot codes before we get into that stack. We've got the $15 off code right here if you sign up using this link. You can type in this code right here or scan this QR code. It'll get you $15 off when you sign up to become a user of Whatnot. We do streams there at least twice a week. For a while, we were doing throughout the summer, we're doing 4 streams a week. So maybe that'll roll back just a little bit now that I'm going back to work and teaching again. But yeah, come on by. We're live every Wednesday and Sunday, and we've also been live most Fridays as well. We have some special shows that we add in as well, like Mystery Box Mondays and Basement Blowout sales. And we're going to start a singles show eventually coming up soon. We also have the $150 now bonus. If you'd like to sell your cards, use this link to do it. That'll get you approved as a seller, and then you can go live, make sales, and they will match up to $150 whatever you sell during your first week of selling on Whatnot. So don't miss out on those offers. Now let's get back to the task at hand. Going through Shannon's box. Love the parallels. They are gorgeous. But we got to get something of note here. Future Star card of the Shota Imanaga. There's Max Muncy. Got the Roki right there. Cover boy of the box. Gunnar Henderson. And it looks like we might be ending with a little whimper here. Unfortunately, nothing too crazy. I'm actually shocked that we didn't get an autograph. No autos in 10 boxes. You can go back and watch our live streams from last night from Whatnot. I also simulcast those to YouTube, so they're actually archived underneath the live tab of our YouTube page. You can watch all of the previous Whatnot breaks there. But you'll see that we were pulling a decent amount of autos. Like I said, 1 to 3 per round of 9. This one had 10, but no autos. But a couple nice case hits with the Aaron Judge Shadow Etch and also the Jose Ramirez on the Fanatical. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Thursday afternoon and evening. Watch the Pirates game tonight. We'll be there. My brother and I and my family. So sitting over there on that third baseline again behind the Pirates dugout. Can't wait to check it out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.